You start to see what you're tuning in the morning, how you're flowing through your day, what's happening in the evening, how you're tuning in throughout your rest and sleep, what's happening, what you pick up the next morning, and that beautiful loop that allows you to get yourself back on your path, get yourself aligned, get yourself in flow, get yourself tuned in. Hello and welcome to this episode that I am really excited to bring with you to your ears today. It is something that I have been hidden, that I have been hiding behind, and I really want to share it with you today because it is something that is going to be able to influence how you navigate listening to the podcast, how you navigate your energy throughout the day, and how you navigate what's coming up for you and what there is for you to process, for you to choose to lean into, for you to choose to ignore, depending on where you are and what the time and timing are for you in your life. So I have a huge amount of energy, as many of you will know who have met me, but have also listened to this podcast. I can bounce around all over the place, but one of the things that I've been able to do is very much anchor into my greatness and anchor into my gifts. And one of the things that I want to share in this episode is the aspects that have helped me and that help my clients to do this. What are those high performance habits that you can bring in to anchor yourself to your own greatness? Because everyone that I support, that I work with, that I absolutely give my energy to is here for really great things. They're here, they know they are here to really surprise and delight themselves, to really open themselves up to the possibilities that are limitless and be able to be in that space where they're like, you know what, I've got this and I feel like this is the right path, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm aligned. And these are the habits that I can bring in that allow me to anchor in this alignment and anchor in this space of true safety of self, but also expansion, momentum and expansion. And one of the first ones is really simple, and it's the practice of appreciation, but it's doing it regularly on a weekly basis, being able to bring it into your life in a energetic sense, as in just feeling more appreciation around you and as you move through your days, but also as a weekly habit to give yourself an hour, 45 minutes to really own the appreciation that you have for your life that you live, for those around you, for the position that you're in, for the perspectives that you have, and to be able to highlight some that you might want to change. Then we go into really daily personal practices. What are the things that I would always recommend for people when they are looking at their next level of identity, their next piece of personal growth, their next alignment piece, is how do you start their day and how do you end the day? What really happens? How do you top and tail your conscious living to create this expansion that you so desire? And so that you can allow it to flow through the night, so the next morning you can pick it up again and run with it and go wild with it. And again, there are very simple processes that you can tune into to be able to understand what they are. And there's something that I share in a program that I've got called Kickstarter. So just DM me on Instagram the word Kickstarter if you want those details. But really, you want to think about what are the things that you are going to focus your energy on in terms of intentions for the start of the day. How are you going to allow yourself to get in the energetic frequency of what you intend to achieve? What are the intentions that you want to achieve? What are the intentions that you want to feel? How are you going to allow that to happen? And how are you going to be in that flow of it all unfolding? And how are you going to reflect back at the end of the day? What are the reflection questions and prompts and statements that you can draw on to see how your day has gone? What's worked well, what hasn't worked well, what's energized you, what's drained you, what's surprised you, and what's allowed you to get some more learning or get some more appreciation or have a really deeper moment of joy. And all of these allow you to create a very loose framework of energetic alignment and flow. So you start to see what you're tuning in the morning, how you're flowing through your day, what's happening in the evening, how you're tuning in throughout your rest and sleep, what's happening, what you pick up the next morning, and that beautiful loop that allows you to get yourself back on your path, get yourself aligned, get yourself in flow, get yourself tuned in. What are the pieces of that journey that are missing, disjointed, feel heavy, feel hard, feel out of whack, and you can tune into them. You can also start to see, okay, I'm setting these intentions, and you can start to see if there's a pattern within yourself where you set them, but you don't need to actually do them. So you're only half in them. You're not really wholeheartedly in them. And there's a big piece of this with people where they set an intention, but they don't value it. They don't value themselves, and they only half do it. And then they feel like because they've missed it for a day, then they're never going to get back. This simple process allows you to see and keep yourself on track. So if you've wobbled and you've not done something, and you can pull it back straight away the next day. The other aspect that I see in many areas of people in their growth is that there is, for so many, still a leaning on the external. So leaning on the validation, leaning on the still learning, leaning on the external to give them some answers. All of my work, and more so now as I'm in Align with Abraham, all of the work is all about alignment. It's all about your frequency. It's all about doing what feels good, what feels like it lifts you up, what feels like it energizes you, and releasing the things that really don't, and being able to be in a space where you're like, do you know what? This is how I work. This is how I roll. This is how I live my life. And it's really empowering, but it's more than that. It's very peaceful. It's very calm. It's very exhilarating at times. And it's very certain. There's a certainty of self that comes with it all. And I know I can speak wholeheartedly on this because I've done it for the 5 years since I've had my business. I have sought the external advice from others in everywhere, every angle. I've worked with sales coaches, I've worked with business strategists, I've worked with marketeers, I've worked with content creators, I've worked with all sorts of experts. And I'm not saying that that's not the path. You have to understand all of those extra elements to run a business, for certain. They all play a massive, massive part. But once you've learned them, and once you've understood them, and once you've been able to bring them into your way of working, your way of thriving, your way of showing up, your way of promoting, your way of living your life, your energetics really, then you don't have to keep tweaking. You only have to keep looking within. Because there's a foundation that everyone has to know for a business. You have to know, what you're marketing, who you're talking to, how you're selling it, all of those things. But ultimately, the growth is always within. The inner growth is always within, and it will shine out to the world. They will see it, and you will attract in the people that are your people. Now, one of the things with Align with Abraham, and very much aligning myself as I go through this growth and being a leader and sharing this, from my heart and all the journey that I've been on. 3 months ago, Abraham wasn't even connected to me. Now he's very much a part of how I run my life and how I run the business, and everything is magically unfolding as I teach. So understanding that the biggest transition that I made to be able to get in this space of beautiful alignment on multiple levels is that I stopped seeking from anyone else. I stopped it in all of the ways, and believe me, I have bought 1,000,001 things. I stopped it in everything, absolutely everything. And I stand stronger in who I am now because I've created that space. And how I teach and how I evolve and how I run my programs is very, very different. Align is my flagship program. And here is why. It aligns you to the actions that are going to help transform you. You tune in, you listen. You don't even have to be on a computer. You can go to the portal. You can listen to the day, less than 10 minutes, sometimes less than 5 minutes. You can listen and it will activate in you the next step of the growth, the personal growth, the expansion, the activations, the actions. It will guide you, only in a way that's bespoke to you. It is very effective. It is absolutely on point. It is something that I'm I can't speak highly about it enough, because it's absolutely everything that I would love to have had when I was further back in my journey. And the people that are in it, everything is bespoke to them. So they listen to whatever is happening on what day, and then they reach out to me if they need some support to be able to navigate what's coming up in whatever it is, in a very open and very fluid, very flowing, very transactional way. And it is a beautiful way for your own growth to explore, because I know I work very fast. And if I'm in a program where it's not going fast enough, I've turned off, I'm not in it, I'm not involved. It's already lost my attention. But the way I've created the line is that if you want to go super fast, I'm so there for you. And it will bring things up to the surface so you can move through things a lot quicker. If you want to go at a different pace that feels absolutely right for you, then you totally can. That's the beautiful thing of how I've created it. But what I've noticed more than anything in this is that there's no external seeking. Absolutely none. There's no, I should be doing this. I'm looking at all these other people. I'm going to buy these things because that's what I know I need. I'm going to continue investing in other things. There's none of that. There's a certainty that builds from day one of activating yourself and you being in charge of your own destiny. You being in charge of your own destiny. It's taken me 5 years to create this program that allows you to basically be at the driving seat of your life. You are the performer on the stage. You are the essence of the expansion. You are it all. And there are many people out there that are finding their way, finding their path on their own journey. And nothing is more peaceful than you owning your own journey, your own energy, your own beliefs, and moving yourself through a system that activates the growth, the expansion, and the absolutely blowing your own mind opportunities that come in. So if you know you are listening and you know that you are someone who is, do you know what, it's a bit, I've framed it as FOMO. I keep buying all these things. I framed it as not being good enough, so I thought that I need these things. I keep doing more qualifications. I totally get it. I have been that person. If you look on my website, there's 1,000,001 qualifications on there. I have been that person, but nothing in my world ever has stopped me from personal growth. And where I am now and where I am with my program is this is exactly what I'm here to do. It is exactly 100% what I'm here, because it's full on about you taking the lead in your own life, you being the leader and owning it fully. And I've been writing some poems recently, and one of the things that keeps coming up is that I'm not censoring myself for anyone. Maybe there was a part of me in the past that was like, hey, do you know what? I'm gonna go and do this because maybe that's what I still need to learn. And maybe there's a part of me actually that I'm going to help them by being one of their clients. And all of those patterns, and I own them. That version of me was very, very like a sponge. Now she is like super grateful for that version for certain, but now there's a whole energy electrical current that runs through me every single day, and I have my whole spirit squad. I have Abraham. I have everything unfolding in beautiful divine timing, and nothing is missing. So if you want to be in that energy, if you want to be in that space where nothing is missing, then message me on Instagram, go to the website, jump into a line. The magic is there. It is absolutely beautiful and I absolutely adore it. Take care, huge love, and speak to you soon.